Hello and welcome back to another episode of Nari's Fantasy Life. Last time we got to do all kinds of magic with the wizarding novice to Fledgling life, and now we're going to continue with our next life. So, on to the office! Oh, right, let's see. I got 5 lives left. Let's just continue down the list. So, Hunter! We're gonna find out just how great Huntin' Pete is. Yeah. Oh, right, I've already completed a challenge because it's just basically collected honey. All the honey. And I've been collecting honey, so... Automatic achievement! Achieved! Yay! Also, I apologize if you can hear me eating. I've got a bowl of raspberries in front of me here that I'm kind of munching on as I play. Alright, so, the hunter is this lady here that we've been seeing shooting arrows all over the place, so. Hi, Fern. Need something? Alright, you want to learn how to hunt. Blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to skip. Sorry, my friend. I've got no time for another assistant. Too much on my mind. But you're the one who met with the king, aren't you? Yes, I heard about that. I just can't take on a second assistant. Alright then, if you have a nod from the king, I've got no choice. Here, your gear. A hunter's bow. But, oh, Ferny, Fern. What is good? First things first, do you think a hunter just shoots a bow? No, a hunter lives off the land. Which means respecting the land. You shoot only what you must. You take only what you need. At least that's my philosophy. Some hunters choose to shoot up the whole forest and whoop it up. It's your choice. I have my way. You'll have yours. Now you do have to prove yourself worthy. Yes, I require some test of your ability. But where should we start? I'm afraid I don't have time to teach you the basics of the bow. Ah, I know, my other assistant. Pete struggles a bit, but he's good for the basics. Go find him at the sheep pen. Good luck. The Fledgling Hunter! At one with nature. Okay. This is her dog, Lucky. Ruff, ruff. Pete, trust the sheep. Go learn bow basics from Pete, okay? He's in South Castile. Okay. Oh, hey. I realized last night that I had enough milk to satisfy this guy, so... Milk! You got milk! I can smell it on you! Give me those 5 bottles of cow's milk! Hand over. Yes. Please don't drink it all at once. You're gonna get sick. Come to Papa, you delicious milk! Hey, 200 Dosh. It's really not a good idea. This milk is gonna be epic! Thanks, buddy. I'll definitely be asking for your help again. Okay. Oh, what do you want, Palm?
Chopping is seriously work. I need to refuel. I could definitely go for an apple or two. but to be honest, I'm kinda picky about what apples I eat. I only munch on the best. How about you fetch me 10 Castile apples? Check the trees around Castile or in the grassy plains. I'll give you 10 oak logs and 200 dosh in return. Have we got a deal?
Yep. Easy enough, I probably already have them in my storage. Anyway, here's Huntin' Pete. What? Who? Why are you bothering me? I was having the best daydream ever about... Well, never mind what. I guess you come looking for a hunter. That's me. No better hunting around. Except for Fern. She, wanted to be my master. Sure did. She doesn't even take assistance. But once she heard of me... Huh? You want to be a hunter too? You might as well give up on that dream. Fern's not taking on any other assistants now that she's found me. Stubborn one, Fern. She's tough, she's good, I might even learn a thing or two from her. The king thinks she's the beau to beat anyway. Made her guard of the royal gardens. I can see why. She's pretty as a... Well, never mind that either. Anyhow, Fern's got an assistant, and that's me.
Pete, do I hear you talking all sorts of nonsense over there again?
Yes, Granny. No, Granny. I was talking, but it wasn't nonsense. Just setting this little lamb straight. Wants to be a hunter. Can you believe it? Granny's old as rocks, but she can hear, pretty good. Now see you around. I've got things to do. And don't go bothering Fern. No point. She never take another assistant. Huh! Maybe I should, though. Could make a gob of dosh, teaching all about huntery. I'll probably be the last assistant Fern ever takes. She knew I'd be the greatest hunter ever. She had to pull a few strings to get me to agree to it too. Oh yeah, she knows people. Now, speaking of pulling strings, I see you wrinkled yourself a bow somehow. Know how to use that thing? Probably better than you. Hey, tell you what, I'm bored. I've got a bow, you got a bow, I'll teach you a thing or two. Thanks, Pete. With the bow, you can inflict long-range damage with your enemies from a safe distance. Press A to perform a regular attack. You will be able to learn new attacks such as piercing arrow and scattershot as your hunter level rises. Shields cannot be used. I was a born natural, but you better get some practice in. First, equip your bow. Now that I can, I will. But yeah, that conversation sums up Pete in a pretty good nutshell. It's like he boasts, but he does not have the skills to match the boast. Poor Fern. Poor Fern. Alright. Oh, who's that fellow laying on the ground? Oh well, we'll find out soon. Alright, bow in hand. Good, now comes the shooty part. Look yonder, there's your target. Get a little closer, you gotta have the practice target in your sights. Then shoot. You'll miss by a mile, but that's fine. Everyone screws up royally when starting out. Okay. Oh, right, I needed to actually... Oh, I did have it equipped. Good. Forgot for a second. Alright, so, A. Haha! Huh, look at that. Not bad. Thought you'd fire clean over the target, being so new to shootery anyway.
Pete, you saw that, right? Your friend there has skill. I wish you shot half as well.
Yes, Granny. I shoot 1,000 times better than that, Granny.
Sure you do. Now, speaking of lazy, what'd you find out about that fellow way over there?
What Oh, that's right. This man came in a tick before you did. Looked thirsty, so I gave him a jug. Then glug, 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 and he passed right out. He's got the mark of a hunter. Huh, I wonder if he'll ever wake up to tell us who he is. And let's find out. hungry. Out of energy. Need honey.
Okay. Weird. He wants honey? I thought he was thirsty. Why does he want honey?
Pete, did I hear that man mumble something about honey? You remember the old hunter's rhyme, right? A belly on empty, eat honey aplenty. That's what Granny did back in the day. So fetch that poor hunter some.
We better get on that, Nari, before Granny gets a bee in her bonnet. Bet you're wondering what honey has to do with hunters, right? Hunters hunt more than beasts. We also look high and low for other kinds of food. There's a word for it. What's it again? Oh, right, foraging. Hunters forage for honey, eggs, mushrooms, all sorts of food out in the wild. Another thing we hunters do, we sneak. Yeah, I sneak around all day. Best part of the job.
Sneaking is the ability that allows you to approach enemies without being detected. Hold down B to crouch. We already know how to do this. I barely use it, but we do know how to do it. Uses SP, yada da.
And no, I do not sneak around so I can steal stuff. It's so I can tippy-toe up to my prey.
And what kind of prey would that be?
Because from their attitude, I'm guessing it's girls. I sneak closer and closer and closer. Then out with the bow. Yeah! Except for the feeling part. Scares them off. Now back to that whole honey thing. There's a tree on the road in the grass to the grassy plains that usually has honeycomb. Let's go shake it.
And he joined our party. Now while I do have honey, I still have to go shake the tree. Which,
See? Honeycomb, just like I said. Stand back. I'll show you how to shake this tree down. Shake down this tree for honey. Shoot him! Quick!
obtain some grassland honey! Yay!
Woo! Who knew that would happen? But that's nature for you. You see all my fancy footwork there? Zing! Took them both down in one shot.
I seem to remember that you only made a couple shots and I'm the one who made the final kills.
What do you mean that's not how it happened? Well, maybe you got off a few shots too. Best not tell this to Master Fern. Let's get this honey back to the sheep pen.
And then some honey for myself. Collect, collect.
Please, need. Hey, you! On the ground! We got you, honey!
Handed over the honey.
You feel better now, sir? I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Well, that hit the spot. Many thanks, friends. No problem. How'd you end up like that? I was stalking my prey when... Your prey turned on you? Chewed you up? You barely crawled out of there?
No. Listen for a second. No, I collapsed because I forgot rule number 1 for hunters.
I ran out of energy tracking my prey for 3 days straight. Never rested, forgot to eat. How dumb is that? Here I thought some unbeatable monster was on the prowl. Sometimes we hunters get so caught up in the hunt, food's the last thing on our mind. I know, foolish, but surely you two have been so consumed by the hunt you've done the same. Not me, no way, no how. Eating's the best part of being a hunter. And this Pee-wee is new to the hunter's life, barely even knows what a bow is. Oh, well then welcome friend. The hunter's life is a tough one, so since you're new, get ready to learn some new tricks. Consider it thanks for the honey.
Learn the piercing arrow technique. Yay! Hold down A to charge a powerful attack, and release at the cost of the SP. With the bow at the ready, press the direction to switch attack modes. There are 4 modes: normal arrow, poison arrow, stun arrow, and sleep arrow. You cannot use the mode until you have learned it. Now how about you put your new skills to the test, friend? There's a hoodwink nearby.
No way! A hoodwink? It'll tear us to shreds!
Relax, it's just an owl. Good to be cautious though. They're vicious critters and will attack on sight. I've survived a number of attacks from those owls. We hunters keep their feathers as trophies.
Bah! Who doesn't know that? Okay, just tell me where I can find that thing.
Castell Forest, I think. Yes, I'm sure of it. I ran right by it when I was chasing after my prey. So head there, sneak up on it if you can, then attack, before it attacks.
I wouldn't blame you if you chickened out here. Don't worry, I'll get that owl. But we better tell Fern first. She might just say this owl hunt is too risky. So, last one to Fern's is a rotten egg.
How about no. I did not need the reminder. About the hoodwink, I suppose it's a good idea to report back to Master Fern first. When you're ready, you'll find it in Castell Forest. Hunt well, or you may lose that owl. Hey, Granny, what do you have to say?
Granny looks like she just sits here, but it's just so she can give it advice, such as don't forget to eat.
You know, video games. It doesn't matter whether I beat Pete to Fern. So I can still get stuff. And there.
Hey Nari, you'll never guess who that guy was we helped with that honey.
Hello again. Yes, Pete told me everything. That man you helped. His name is Fletcher. He's quite a hunter. He's an inspiration to us all. His reputation extends to the far corners of Bavaria.
I can't believe it! A big deal hunter!
Yes. Anyway, Fletcher used to guard the royal gardens and go on the king's hunts, too. These days, Fletcher hunts alone, tracking down the most fearsome beasts of the realm.
You and Fletcher know each other pretty well, huh? How'd you guys meet?
What? Oh, we're only acquaintances, that's all. Nothing more. What I find interesting is that Fletcher has put you on the trail of a huntwink. They're vicious, and you're beginners, both of you. I wouldn't have sent you on such a hunt. But if Fletcher thinks you have it in you, I don't know. I really don't. I suppose if you succeed, I'll take you more seriously as hunters from now on.
Woo-wee! You hear that, Nari? Master Fern says she'll teach us all the secrets of shootery. We just gotta bag that hoodwink. That ordinary critter better watch out for me. Sweet, blingy, gunk. Yeah, he's a goner. Pete, wait.
He's always running off without hearing the half of it. Well, that's my Pete. Boy's like a cannonball. Either sits around or goes off in a flash.
Oh, oops, that was Granny speaking! Oh, I need to pay attention. Alright. Granny Cotton, what brings you here?
So you see, Pete's really a good boy. He just gets ahead of himself. Yeah, he's a total nincompoop.
Isn't that a bit harsh?
But he's a lovable nincompoop, despite his big head and the way he always flaps his mouth.
Harsher still, Granny Cotton.
Problem is, he just thinks too highly of himself and he hasn't done squat yet. What Pete needs is to be knocked down a peg.
Yes, that's occurred to me, but
I'm sure it has, Fern, but you're far too gentle in your ways. He needs to be shown up. And you, Nari, are the one to do it. Now, don't say no. Pete needs this. Here, I'll even teach you one of Granny's techniques.
learn the sleep arrow technique. Yay!
If you use that technique, you'll be able to hunt prey more easily.
Ah, I see. You're giving our friend here a leg up on Pete.
Now go get that hoodwink, Nari. And as for this one, if Nari does get that owl first, I want you to take her on as your assistant. Promise me.
This one has the king's eye, and now our friend has your backing too. I've already said I required a test. I've been pondering what it should be. An owl will do, Nari. You want to go too, Lucky?
Lucky's a good hunting dog, Nari. And since hoodwinks aren't good at hiding, I think you'll be glad to have his nose to help you during the hunt.
Alright.
Nothing Granny likes more than a good old hunt to see who can catch the prey first.
When searching for hoodwinks, I always travel to distant forests like the Elder Wood. But there is surely one closer than that. Yep. What you doing, Pete? I swear Fletcher said the owl was in these woods, but there's nothing here. Hey, finally caught up, Nari? Well, you're barking up the wrong tree. No hoodwinks, not a one. Well, feel free to sniff around here until the cows come home. Gives me another head start. I'm off to the grassy plains to hunt. That owl's as good as mine. I highly doubt that, but you have fun, Pete. I smell owl. Watch out! Ah, there's our hoodwink. Okay, let's use those sleep arrows like Granny wanted us to use. If I could just use the right. There we go. Yeah! We got the hoodwink feather and they look very pretty. Whoever do! Now let's go head back. And I am going the wrong way. Hey guys, guess what I got? Back from the hunt, Nari. Wait, it can't be! A hoodwink feather! You did it! I'm truly impressed. Well done, Lucky. Woo!
Ha! Granny knew you'd beat my Pete.
What? You got that hoodwink, Nari? I can't believe it! I lost to you? No way! Beginner's luck! I want a rematch!
Pete, don't be a spoiler sport.
But Granny!
Granny nothing. You should be glad to see I found a hunt to be as good from the get-go. Besides, Granny thinks you're just fine in your own special way.
I know, I'm the best around, but...
Pete, I'm trying to be nice. But you're not making it easy for your old Granny. You're lazy.
What? No, it's just that the weather's been so nice, Granny.
Oh, I see, of course. How could Granny have been so silly? Seeing you dozing all day long, snoozing away?
Uh-oh.
Snoring so loudly it shakes the fleece off Granny's sheep? Well, from now on, forget about being a hunter. You're now the kingdom's first snorer.
What? Granny, I didn't mean to...
End of story, Pete. Now as for you, Nari. Listen here, I won't say this twice.
You better run. Granny's in mood.
Thank you for everything. And here, take this.
Yay! 500 Tosh!
What?
Oh, Pete, why would I scold this fine hunter? She has been a great help to Granny. And that's that. My work here is done. Except for one last thing.
Fern? I haven't forgotten, Granny Cotton. Well done, Nari. You tracked down a hoodwink, hunted down your prey, even got its feather. You're a good hunter. You might even be a great hunter one day. I never thought you'd do it, not so well or so quickly or so humbly. So, as promised, I'll take you on as my assistant. Let's see the results of your first hunt. 100 stars, 50 stars with the addition of the sweet reward I automatically got. And yeah! Fledgling rank! Strength +1, dexterity +2. 350 stars to the next rank. It's usually going to be 400. Nice, and that was just your first hunt. Someday I look forward to calling you my equal. But for now, I want you to keep this advice in mind at the start of your journey as a hunter. Respect nature for what it is, sometimes our friend, sometimes our adversary. Welcome to the hunter life, Nari. I expect great things of you. Lucky left our party. Da-ba! And the hunter fledgling is complete. Save my game, yes. Alright, what does everyone have to say? Woof! Treat, treat! Aw, thanks, Lucky! And that's all he says after that. What can I do for you? Keep up the good work. If you don't, I might just dismiss you as my student. Sorry, maybe that was a bit stern. Still, I do expect you to keep improving yourself. What can I do for you? Yeah. Why I repeated that. Hunters rely most on dexterity, given we must fire off arrows quickly and accurately. But we also draw from our strength and focus to help our arrows fly fierce and true. Most of all, however, we trust our instincts. Knowing when to fight and fly is crucial. And what's the last thing you say? I rely most on my dexterity as a hunter, as will you, but don't neglect your strength and focus. And... right. We'll see that other master hunter again later. He's somewhere in the West Grassy Plains. So Master Fern took you on? That's nuts! She got me! Huh. Guess I'm just too good to teach. Well, I suppose I should help you out a bit. Here, take this. Whipped it up from some honey. Master Fern says I'm good at making this, and you know what? I am. It's good as it gets. Obtain honey pudding. Thanks, Pete. I'm great at hunting, but I'm even better at foraging for stuff, like honey. You should find some. If you want to be a big-time hunter like me, you've got to get good at more than just shootery. Yeah, already done. That would have been our receiving of the sweet treat or whatever quest that was. I'm not a sore loser, you know. You and me, we're good. You sure? Look out for Pete, won't you? I'd like it if you two were friends. You're a good influence on him. I don't want my Pete turning out like him.
Who's him, you say? Never you mind. Pete's a little too much like him, no matter what Pete tells his Granny Cotton. He says he's got to be a hunter to be popular with the girls, but what girl would marry a hunter? Anyone who wants a family should settle down, take care of sheep, not vanish into the woods.
Granny Cotton's got some issues. Anyway. And there's not really much we can do about hunting right now, because I'm not leaving Castell yet. But the challenges for the hunting life: shoot that piercing arrow as a felling shot for 10 monsters, so defeat 10 monsters with the piercing arrow. Defeat a white woolly, defeat 5 white woolies, defeat a worker bee, defeat 5 worker bees, defeat a roadrunner, defeat 5 roadrunners, defeat a red wolf, defeat 3 red wolves, defeat a coyote, defeat 3 coyotes, and yeah, gather 10 grassland honeys, which I already did. Alright, and I guess with that, that's going to be the end of this video. It's a short one, but we'll get to the more of the hunter stuff later. So, for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now!